Hey, and welcome to Dr. G Speaks. I am Dr. Kristen Guillory, and I am so very excited to help you experience a life of freedom, faith, and fun you may not even realize is possible. Listen, I know you feel held back, I know you feel stuck, and I know you are hiding. As a coach and the author of Look, Stop Hiding, How to Find Your Voice and Never Dim Your Light Again, you will get to listen to some amazing stories, receive some homework, that's the professor in me, and get some tools to help you live the life you deserve. It's time to quiet the noise and walk in the fullness of who God created you to be. It's time to stop hiding and start thriving. Together, we'll uncover your potential and ignite your journey to a fulfilling life, a life of freedom.
It was late summer 2014 when I left my tenure track professor position in a step of faith. The Lord was leading me to leave this position that I just had a year. It was almost like the position dropped out of the sky, and I traveled to a city 3 hours away and lived there during the week and had my home back in Dallas. So it didn't make sense that the Lord was leading me to leave this amazing professor position. And I left. I stepped the biggest step of faith in my life. I left this position and was ready to go. Like, boom, let's go. Let's get to work. Let's see what we need to get done. Let's do this. And I found myself in moments being scared and confused and frustrated. And I didn't admit that to anybody. I did not admit that to anybody because I thought that it was about, okay, Lord, I'm trusting you, I'm moving, and I'm grateful that you're with me. Here we go. I didn't realize that I could experience all of the feelings that I was having in that moment, and God still loved me, and I was still grateful, and I was human. So while I was grateful God was with me, I was uncertain and I was scared. And I did not allow myself to lean into the and. I call this the and ministry, where it could be, oh, I love my job and I'm frustrated about this person I work with. I love the relationship I'm in and I wish we would travel more. Whatever it is, I didn't allow myself to have the and because of that, I almost created this false sense of how I felt. Oh, I'm good. I'm great. Boom. I'm out here in these obedient streets and I'm just fine. And in reality, I wasn't. I wasn't fine. I was scared. I thought I made a mistake. I wanted to turn back. I wanted to turn around because this is crazy. I never wanted to be an entrepreneur. I never wanted that journey. And I was striving to trust the Lord. I remember hearing some people have a conversation after the loss of a loved one, and someone said something like, they're in a better place and they're not in pain anymore, and you should be grateful for that, and all of this. And the person responded and said, well, yes, I am. And they were in pain and they weren't good. How many times have you not allowed yourself to lean into the and? Not allowed yourself to experience all of the feelings that you're having as a human being? Consider adding and into your conversations a little bit more, where it could be, I am so grateful for this opportunity, and I am a little nervous, and I am uncertain, and because when we leave off the and, these feelings are still there, but they manifest in other ways in our body. Or we start walking around as if that other side of how we're feeling isn't there. I've had conversations with friends and said things like, I know there was no malicious intent to what you did, and I didn't like it. I know you meant no harm. I know your heart, and I want to communicate what it was like for you to do that. So it's both. I get to feel how I feel and appreciate the friendship and appreciate the relationship. And I wonder, what if you added and into your life a little bit more? If you're going to the gym and you do not want to go, but you're trying to psych yourself out and say, oh, I love the gym. I love the gym. And you're like, I don't. Your subconscious is like, no, you don't love the gym. So here's what you could say: I don't love the gym, and I love what the gym is producing in my physical health and spiritual health and mental health. It's almost like dismissing that raw part of us because there's guilt. I should not feel this way. I should not feel this. I should not feel. Who said that? Who said what we should and shouldn't feel? We have the right to feel what we feel, and we are the ones who control what those feelings manifest into in terms of our action. No, we cannot always control the feelings turning into back pain or shoulder pain. Y'all, the and ministry, the and ministry. I had a conversation with a dear friend of mine last month where I brought to him something that occurred that I didn't really like. And I appreciated him saying, friend, thank you so much for saying that. And would we be able to do this? And it wasn't a no immediately. It was allowing the conversation to continue with him hearing me and adding on his perspective or adding on, I hear you, thank you for sharing, and this. And it was lovely. So, where in your life do you need to add the and? I am tired and grateful. I'll get on calls with people and they'll say, how are you? And I'll say, you know what? I'm grateful and tired. And very often people say, oh my gosh, me too. I'm grateful and I'm tired. I'm sure there have been men and women who have gotten engaged and they were so excited and they were nervous and there might have been some fear and they didn't tell anybody that because they were like, I'm just supposed to be grateful. We can be grateful and scared at the same time. We can be grateful and in pain at the same time. There have been too many times, especially unfortunately in church, where I have heard people say things like, God is with you and he's doing this for a reason and you know this and your loved one is with him, anything like that, and not adding on the and you're hurting and you're in pain and you're confused and he knows that. Give it to him all. Give it to him all. Give it all to him. Give it all to him. It's the and. It's the and. Me, I am so grateful for the year that's ahead. And I am so uncertain about many things. And I trust the Lord and I'm excited and I am a little nervous. All the ands, all the ands. The week that my beautiful nephew Chase went to be with the Lord in 2013, there was tremendous pain, obviously, that week and still today. And there was laughter. And I remember saying, I am heartbroken and I'm grateful for all the support. And I'm so sad and I'm so confused. And I can feel people's prayers. So, what if you allowed the and? I'm grateful for the car that I am driving to work, and I am frustrated that there's traffic. And I'm grateful that I can be in traffic because it means I have somewhere to go. Right? What if you added the and? Your homework for this week. Consider something you've been experiencing on an emotional end where you've not allowed the and to come into play. And maybe it's on the other end. Maybe you have leaned into the not so good too often. Maybe it's you talk about what you don't like about something so much and you forget to add the great things about it. Maybe you talk about what you don't like about your job and forget to say, and while I don't like all those things, I'm grateful that I have a job. Being grateful for something doesn't mean you just love it all the time. Something I say in trainings is to replace I have to with I get to. I have to wash dishes. I get to wash dishes. Saying I get to wash dishes doesn't mean I love washing dishes. It means I either have water to wash dishes, I have hands to wash dishes, I have a job where I've washed dishes, I just ate. It means gratitude. It could be, oh, I do not like washing dishes, and I'm grateful that I do have the possibility to wash dishes. And allows for gratitude and allows us to experience what I'm feeling, what we're feeling in the moment. Give yourself permission to add the and. God, I'm trusting you and I don't understand what you're doing. God, I trust you and I am frustrated with you and I'm grateful for you. At the end, your affirmation for the week. I get to add and into my life because it allows me to experience and feel all I am feeling. I get to add and into my life because it allows me to experience and feel all I'm feeling.
Be sure to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Deuces.